What did he do? Okay, basically, Ludwig, I'm going to give you the rundown super quick. Long story short, he hosted an event. A bunch of streamers came. His friend called Mango came to this event, was drinking. He's a known alcoholic. They live streamed the event, and they even did a breathalyzer, and his whatever number it was like 2 times the normal amount. Like, it's like dangerous. Like, he's fucking fucked up, wasted. And basically, people were saying that Ludwig was like enabling Mango to drink at this event when he knows that he's literally an alcoholic. And then Mango started doing weird things and making women uncomfortable. And then the next day on stream, Ludwig basically not disowned, that sounds wrong to say, basically said, yeah, I don't want to be associated with Mango anymore, and didn't take any accountability for what happened at his event. So that's basically the rundown of what happened. And now this is Ludwig, his response to all of that drama. Are we kind of still chilling on time? Because I low-key want to watch this video. It just came out 21 hours ago. I want to see what's going on with this Ludwig drama. Ludwig drama, yes please. Yeah, oh my god.
Day for the unemployed. Hassan's loyal golden retriever has made a response and it sucks. Pirate software levels of accountability.
Chat, there are gonna be a lot more drama heads today, okay? I won't lie about it. It is what it is. But in this world, we can only control the things we can control, and I can't control my reputation. I can't control the way people feel about me.
Literally earlier this year, this rat was arguing that creators have to control their chat. This dude over here says, you are not responsible for your audience unless you directly tell them to do something. They are their own people. The argument that statistically 1 out of 100,000 people will be unhinged, so you bear no responsibility on the other 99,999 is incredibly weak.
Let's up those numbers!
You know, sound logic. You're responsible for one dude in your Twitch chat rather than your friend right in front of you drinking belligerently at your event. Got it.
Now, I did talk to Mango, actually. I talked to Mango. He reached out. We talked a bit. And I have some thoughts and opinions that I thought about speaking, but he asked of me to not speak on it.
He's really doing you a solid here. Imagine you did the same for him in the beginning. Breaking. Ludwig was spotted outside of Mango's house with a 12-pack.
And I think that's a fair request. He said, I want to take it on the chin. I think the drama is dying out. He's spending time with his kid. He started day 1 of not drinking yesterday, which is dope. And
Pegasus was right in calling you a spineless jellyfish. Again, this is the same dude who's friends with Hassan and has worked with pirate software in the past. So what did we expect?
I don't really know anything about Hassan. Do people not like him or something? Because this guy always just shits on him. Is he like hated in the streaming space? Hassan has a lot of takes. Okay. Anyone that hates Hassan is kind of not it for me. Okay, interesting. I understand Hassan to be well respected, but he's a political streamer, so he will get a lot of hate. Okay. I don't care about him, no clue. He's vocal about Palestine also. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know Hassan. I don't know what he... I know him. I know of him. But I don't watch his content, and I don't know what he does. So I was just curious, because this creator does not like him. So that's why I was kind of like, what did he do? Did he do something? Or does this guy just not like him? Do we get proof of Ludwig? Yeah, I mean, it's in the video. Wait, should we just watch it? Ludwig, Mario, party. Oh, God. What are those thumbnails? I don't know how to find it because I watched it on another channel. Okay, wait, I know. This guy did a first video on this situation. Where is it? It's Mario Kart. Oh, here, it's this one. Okay, this is the original. This is what happened. This video is going to explain to you the context of everything. Keep in mind, this creator is a bit like... He has a bit of a personality, we'll say that. So this gives you the context of the whole situation. Then we'll go back to the other video, okay?
For the unemployed, the streamer got too drunk and started to dry hump the hose and straight up scaring them, and then he got kicked off of his gaming team.
Oh, he got kicked from his game. I didn't even know that. Damn, that's fucked.
We're not drunk, guys.
He has more of a rage for clicks rather than being informative. Yeah, no, exactly. This creator is more of like a clickbait creator, but he kind of acknowledges that. So whatever.
Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango on the other hand.
You know, if Mizkif was there, he would have covered it up.
Legal reasons, that's a joke.
The streamer in question earlier is actually Mango, and I guess he's a Super Smash Bros. Melee pro. However, I'm not seeing any bros here, so I don't think he got the memo. And to make matters worse, this was a Ludwig event. Ain't no party like a Ludwig party. You know, honest.
Ooh, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
Mistake from Mango. He probably thought it was sponsored by Fansly.
So I feel really bad about that. And, you know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, like,
You're 33, dude. You saw the towers falling. You got to learn to control your liquor.
you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time.
You know, I'd argue he was having a good time. I don't know about them, though.
And if
Stars.
somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing.
He wouldn't do the same about Hassan, though. I just thought that was funny. But nevertheless, the org took initiative and kicked Mango off. Yeah, they released him from Cloud9 for a zero tolerance regarding inappropriate conduct. Part of the reason why Mango did what he did is because no one checks him and they laugh and call him the GOAT. I'm glad Ludwig stepped up and made the right decision. Apologies are good, but he needs a suspension. A lot of people resonated with this one. Also, that tweet's implying that Mango's out here getting away with Diddy-level activity because he's a Smash Bros champion or something like that. Like, I feel like that's a bit far-fetched, but, you know, whatever. Holy guacamole, we got an article. Mango taking a step back from streaming and social media after Cloud9 drop and stream controversy. I ain't reading all that, so I got the AI to put it in Super Smash Bros terms. Mango pulled up to Ludwig's Mario Kart Invitational, got 0 to death by a 12-pack, and started throwing out unsolicited
I can't.
card DQ. Man, and
I don't
this wasn't
care.
even a one-off incident. You know, I did my due diligence and I found more clips, so...
You're gonna give me a full shot?
Is it like good? Like we have something or no?
No, it's good. It's
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad that he's. Oh my god, that's really bad that he's doing that. Oh, this is terrible.
Come on there, Mango.
Yeah, this was live on Ludwig's stream.
Oh, it takes two to tango.
Mango,
good. Mango,
what
the
are you
fuck
doing?
Are you doing?
Dude, Mango is a shit.
You have any Jaeger bomb, right?
No,
What's my birthday?
April.
No,
Mango,
it's
we're
March.
just
You
humping the
fucking
shit.
fool. You gotta have a Jaeger.
What is he doing?
He's just humping shit.
Mango?
You're having one.
Huh?
Jaeger bomb?
Oh, fuck it.
You know, Gypsy Crusader here doesn't care. He's just like, Jaeger bomb? Anybody?
He doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, he's just like, you want a Jaeger bomb? Jaeger bomb? Anybody? Man's dry humping you without your consent, and it's fucking creepy. But Jaeger bomb? Anyone? This happened pretty recently. This was super. I think within the past like 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, like pretty recent.
Anybody Jaeger bomb?
Bro, Mango, give Mango water. Look at this motherfucker.
I gave it to the beer.
Dude, it's Ludwig's freak off. You gotta save it for the after party, dude.
I've seen Mango 10 times drunker than this. 10 times drunker than this.
10 times worse than that. Dude, what goes on in these Ludwig events once the cameras are off? By golly.
3, 2, 1, go!
Anyway, Mango himself made a response, and I'll read out some of this to you. I want to start by being real about what happened. I made multiple people feel uncomfortable while drunk at Mario Kart. There's no excuse. It was messed up. It hurt people, and I crossed a line. I take full responsibility for it. I've already reached out.
Okay, at least he's taking accountability. You know, some people would be like, well, you know, I was really drunk and I couldn't control myself because like make excuses. But at least he kind of took accountability. I'm not trying to justify his behavior, but hey. At least he did the bare minimum, right? Yeah. No, I mean, WestJet is definitely throwing Ludwig in for his name. Oh, yeah, for sure. This guy does do a lot of, like, clickbaity stuff. No, not a hot take. You're totally right. He does. Yeah. That's why I was saying before, like, whatever this creator says, guys, like, take it with a grain of salt. Because he does kind of have a way of saying things and portraying them. It's kind of in a biased lens. A little bit vulgar at times. But I watch his videos and I take what I can from it in like an informative sense, but everything else is like just, you know, yeah. But yeah, I agree that he's cringe, but guys, I can't help but watch his videos. What does that say about me? What does that say about me? Maybe there's probably a better channel out there that like that talks about these situations in a better way. But fuck, I can't be bothered to search. I have this and it's genuinely enough for me. You like cringe videos? I do. I do like cringe videos. I like the cringe. Because it's fun. It's entertaining. There's sauce to it. But I agree. It's wild how streamers live in a fictitious world of their own without any awareness of laws and just think it's all good in the name of being funny or as a joke. 100% agree with you, Paris. Yeah.
To the people involved to try to make things right. I also let down my family and close friends. I want to apologize to my
By the way, he has a wife and a son, by the way. Mango, this Mango guy. I don't know him and have never heard of him until this. But yeah, he has a wife and a child, so.
son. I know this is something he'll have to carry. And Joseph, if you ever see this, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be better for the both of us. This is like 10-year-old footage, but I didn't know this guy had a kid. I mean, I could crack jokes about the situation, but I genuinely hope this dude does find the help he needs because, you know, alcohol is pretty serious. While this girl laughed it off, the other girls...
Yeah, but like, you know, I don't know. It's obviously a creepy situation, but yeah, this guy definitely has a drinking problem, so I do also hope that he gets the help that he needs.
were uncomfortable, and you know that doesn't excuse his behavior. He's in the wrong here. When I talked to my mom about everything, I said I was glad my grandma wasn't around to see this. She passed away recently and I hadn't said anything publicly, but saying that out loud to my mom just broke me. I started crying, and I don't think I've done that with her since I was a kid. What hit me hardest was realizing I never took my grandma out to see the Pope like I always said I would. I kept putting it off to drink or go to events, and now I can't. That sucks. That regret is going to stay with me. With my first read, I thought he meant that he was sad he couldn't go to events, but then I connected the dots, and, you know, unfortunately for him, I'm putting on my iDubbbz empathy hat. All in all, decent apology. While he did have a lapse in his judgment, he wasn't arguing, and he just straight up took accountability.
Yeah. At least he took accountability, you know? He wasn't trying to, like, dodge it and be, like, making excuses or try to justify his behavior. I don't know. I kind of, like, am on the fence about it when it comes to, like, alcoholics. Like, they have... people who have drinking problems, like, it's like they have an issue. Like, if you're an alcoholic, they have, like, a genuine issue and, like, they need mental help. Like, it's a mental illness, you know? So, like, it's easy to say, like, don't drink. Like, I agree with you. I get you. But at the same time, that's like telling, like, a heroin addict, just don't do heroin. Like, I think addiction's very complicated, and I'm not trying to justify this guy's behavior, but I just think in the bigger picture of things, like, people like this clearly need help, you know? And obviously, just don't drink if you can't control yourself, like, duh. But I think sometimes it can be more than that, and I think sometimes it can be more complex than that. But I get what you're saying. I know. They should just not drink, right? But that's why Ludwig is directly involved in this, because it was his event, and in the stream, he's literally enabling his friend to drink more, and he was, like, motivating him to drink more. So that's why he's, like, tied up in this whole mess. Yeah. Okay, let me change the...
He had said he deserved anything happening to him.
I changed the... I didn't even realize that I paused on Logan's face. Yeah, his kid is gonna see this someday. Does being drunk make you uninhibited or change your personality, though? I don't really like using drunk as an excuse to. Well, like, when you're drunk, your inhibitions are lowered, right? But I personally think that if you're that fucked up drunk and you do weird shit, I feel like that's only a reflection of who you are as a person. Me, personally, I have never... even the times where I was so fucked off my face, I've never done anything to make people uncomfortable, or I've never done weird shit like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I think people who drink in excess and then do weird fucked up shit to hurt other people around them and then say, oh, but I was drunk. No, like, no. It's obviously not okay at the end of the day. Yeah, so the reason that Ludwig, super quick, the reason that Ludwig is tied up in this, I think the creator of this video will elaborate later on. It was his event that he hosted. He was, and in the video, he was enabling Mango and, like, telling him to drink more. Yeah, he hit 0.42 on the breathalyzer. I don't know, I made that number up, but it was a lot. It was like, yeah, let's go. And then Valkyrie even said, like, you know, aren't you enabling him? And Ludwig was like, he's fine. So yeah, that's how he's tied up with this, yeah. Did we see where he motivates him? Did we see where who? Sorry, where who fogged out? I'll never get over how Wawa say it's... sorry, am I saying his name wrong? Ludwig? I have a little bit of a lisp, I don't know. Addiction is hard, but they are aware of the damage they are doing to themselves, their loved ones, and the people around them. They can take steps to mitigate it, even extreme steps, but they choose to be weak. I don't know if I would go Ludwig. It's like Ladwick. Ladwick? But why does he spell it with a U? That's not how English works. Man, it literally, his name is L-U-D, but we pronounce it L-A-D. That annoys me for some reason. That annoys me. The D is silent. It's just a made-up name. I'm gonna say. The W is also silent. Laddick? What? I don't know any. I'm gonna just say Ludwig. I don't care. I don't know either. Yeah, but yeah, going back to the addiction, I understand part of what you're saying, Paris, but the reason I don't like using the word weak when we're talking about things like addiction or depression or mental illness in general is because that type of harmful language is what only harms people further, you know? I think people who really struggle, and I used to be really close with someone who used to struggle a lot with addiction. They were an alcoholic, and I saw firsthand how incredibly damaging it is. And you're completely right, like damages themselves, the people around them. It is a form of self-harm, essentially. And so I think if we are the people around them that's telling them that they're weak for being in this, you know, harmful behavior, I don't think it helps anyone. And I don't think they're weak. I think they're struggling. I think there's a difference. Everyone struggles. And I don't know. I just don't like labeling people in that way because they're struggling. They need help. So I'm not going to sit here and judge them and put them down for the things that they're struggling with because that's how they got there in the first place, you know? Like same with like homeless people. You know, there's so many reasons why someone may end up homeless. And I really hate it when people are like, well, they're homeless. They can just go get a job. I'm like, maybe in some cases, some of them could go and do that. But you don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. And I feel like we should all just have a bit more compassion and we should offer a bit more curiosity and empathy as a first exchange rather than just harsh judgments, because at the end of the day we don't know what someone is really going through. And yeah, if it was the other way around, I would want someone to show some compassion for me if I was ever struggling to that extent, you know? That's just my take. We all have different takes, obviously, and different opinions and experiences, so I understand that as well. His name is QC Cinderella's BF. Oh. It's a beer card event, so everyone is there to drink, and he got there having pre-gamed, and at the end of the event, they stopped serving him drinks, but it was too late, and he takes accountability that things happened under his watch. But yeah, not trying to be here and like shit all over Ludwig, not at all. Let's obviously watch more of the video to see more of what happened and more of what he said, because I don't know either. So the intention here is not to hate on anyone, but I think my initial reaction from this whole situation is seeing Ludwig publicly disown his friend and not take any accountability or responsibility for the fact that it is your event. You are the host. You're an adult. Take some responsibility. I lost a lot of respect for him after the fact. So that's my only take so far. Could it be a possibility that Ludwig did take responsibility in his stream, but West just didn't include it because it wouldn't have made it for a good video? Possibly. I think you're being fair here in the fact that you're being critical. You know, we always have to second guess what type of content we consume. So let's find out. That's all I'll say. I don't know. Let's find out. But if Wet Jest provided a direct clip from Ludwig's stream explicitly saying that he has cut ties with Mango because that behavior is unacceptable, that is literally him not taking accountability. That's not him twisting it up. That's literally what happened. But perhaps maybe Ludwig later on did say something more, which he did. This is the second video, his response after the fact. So we have yet to watch this. West Jazz? Fuck. No, that's such a good point. Okay, last comment and we'll get back into it. I agree, Tutor J, that like in the clips that I saw from the stream, none of the guys was holding him accountable. It was only, okay, I could be wrong. Maybe some guys did say something. I don't know the whole picture, just from based on the certain clips that I saw. From the clips that I did see, it was only women pointing out Mango's behavior and saying, hey guys, what the fuck? And like the guys in there was just like either enabling him or they just didn't say anything. But who knows? Maybe some guy did step forward and say something. I don't know, but I didn't see it. So who knows? Who knows? I saw Ludwig respond to this happening the next day, and he was upset that he also let this happen because everyone affected were his friends and his girlfriend. Also, the person doing this is also his friend who he trusted. He's still friends with Mango and is making sure he get help. Yeah. I think it gets to, I think Ludwig does get to that point and explains. So let's keep watching.
Next step is to focus on real recovery. I've already started researching a rehab and will be checking into one when I find the right fit. It's just a sad situation seeing how somebody's life could be like destroyed by alcohol, and honestly, if you're not doing it for yourself, do it for your kid, man. I hate waking up and seeing I was a drunk dumbass. Don't like using the drunk excuse because it's childish, but in the moment I think everyone is as drunk as me, and that's usually not the case. I will privately apologize to anyone I made uncomfortable and hope I'm forgiven. Cloud9 dropping me, probably getting banned from tourneys. Big shit, man. No one to blame but myself, but man, never thought I could hit this low. Probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm sorry, everyone. I wish I was better. I had it all and tossed it in the trash can. Hopefully, when you put in the work and
I feel kind of sad, bad for him.
appeal, people don't treat you the same way you all treated Hax. I wish the best for you, though, in the future. Just focus on yourself and your family for a bit. As far as I'm aware, Hax is a Smash player who took his own life because he got permanently banned from tournaments and shunned from the community. And then some dude just asks the AI to put it into Valorant terms. You can't even make it up. At least your boy stood on topic here with the Smash Bros terms, but I digress. White people when the mango ban hits. Wait, that's me. I'm white people. Bringing race into it for no reason. Shut up, nerd. Nobody cares. It ain't that deep. Besides, race jokes are funny if they're creative. Mango sexually harasses multiple women.
I do not agree with that take. I'm just saying.
On stream makes everyone extremely uncomfortable. Cloud9, we've decided to part ways with Mango due to this. Ludwig, I'm not inviting him to events anymore. Mango, I messed up and I will accept the consequences. Smash Twitter. I think you could have gone a little easier. This is an overreaction. Bro, nothing happened. IMO for 1. This isn't helping the cancel culture ideology, and 2, y'all shouldn't have kicked him over something like this. Far worse things could happen. It's not like he was naked grabbing people. What? You guys bent the knee to Ludwig over something that was a slap on the wrist at best? Yikes. Some people were saying it was sexual assault, and I think that's a big stretch. I'm pretty sure nobody's pressing charges, and if they were, it'd probably be for sexual harassment, maybe? Is that even a charge? I'm not a lawyer. And how did you make this political?
Okay, I think we got the gist of the video. Let's go to the next, which is this one of commentating on his response. He's a bitch. I'm sorry, that's just so vulgar. Like, that kind of thumbnail here is just so out of pocket. Obviously, it's for the clicks. But yeah. He's a bitch? Question mark. Are you guys down to watch this?
Massive day.
Accountability is not the same as cancel culture. The amount of loops that some people go through to defend them streamers they like. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, watching this guy makes me infuriated and makes me laugh at the same time. But that's why, yeah, take everything he says with a grain of salt. It's just, yeah.
For the unemployed. Ludwig is in hot water and his house of cards on Twitch is falling down. The dude is a rat and a parasite that people are seeing through that. A couple days ago, I made a video about a streamer who got...
Obviously, this creator does not like Ludwig there. I think that's how you say his name a bit better, right? So what he says here will be a bit biased. Just saying as a disclaimer. This guy hates everyone. Yeah, that's true. He does.
Too drunk at...
Yeah, he even made a video about Kaide, and I was kind of pissed while I was watching it. He was like, Kaide, quit streaming. And like, he was talking about this. I don't even remember what it was, but I watched a part of the video, and I was fully getting upset. Because, bro, Kaide has fucking cancer. If she wants to live her life and quit streaming, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Like, that's why this guy kind of pisses me off, because clearly he's just, like, milking it as much as he can to try to gain views. In essence, that's what a lot of creators do on YouTube. But, like, yeah. Yeah, Kaide has cancer. Oh, my God. I don't remember which type of cancer, but it's pretty bad. Yeah, but she was diagnosed, I think, around, like, 2 years ago at this point. So it seems like her health seems okay, but she did step away from streaming, like, quite recently, a couple of months ago. But good for her. She should live her life. She deserves more than, she deserves a lot. For real, this WestJet dude sucks. Probably number one YouTube I avoid watching. I watch it. I literally watch some of his videos. But like I watch it to also critique it. I don't watch it because I agree with him. I watch it out of pure entertainment and also to like critique his points. I don't watch because I agree. She's in a pro team? Is she? Oh, damn. I didn't know. He farms views from other people's problem from the negative aspect. Yeah. Well, okay, if you guys hate him this much, we don't have to keep watching his video and supporting him. I can try to find another video that explains the drama better. And yeah, it is rage baity. Yeah, yeah. Even his community in the comments actively flames. Which is kind of funny. But yeah. I mean, are you guys okay that we keep watching his video then? Because, like, I'm totally fine to keep watching his video. But if people are, like, really not happy with it, like, I can look for a different video to explain the drama. Because I get it. Trust me, like, I totally understand. Ludwig drama. I guess we'll just type that. This Asmund Gold. Oh, I hate that guy. I hate that guy. Dude, why I hate Ludwig? So clearly this guy does not like him. Oh, there's this. But this is 30 minutes. That's the thing. Like, these are so long. This guy makes it in, like, a good amount of time to watch. Like, 9 to 11 minutes is a good amount of watch time.
A month or whenever it is. And, like, he was messaging me. He was like, Tectone followed me. Who the fuck is Tectone? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not a very genuine pursuit of the people who speak on Mango's behalf.
Ooh, Tectone must have an agenda to run. He followed Mango. Dude, it's not a big fucking deal. He just followed somebody. He didn't DM him or reach out.
It's not a very genuine pursuit.
You want genuine? I don't care about Mango. He's a 33-year-old alcoholic deadbeat father. Nobody cares about Mango, Ludwig. The problem is you. And then he banned me from his Twitch chat, even though I didn't even type once. Jokes aside,
LOL! Ludwig banned this guy from his Twitch chat.
I'm gonna download some empathy real quick from iDubbbz, and obviously all of us don't care personally about Mango, but we do hope that he finds the help he deserves. You know what I mean? We definitely don't want Ludwig and Mango to make another beard tier list, if you know what I'm saying.
Guys, Mango just blew up.
0.47 and died.
Because I am still friends with him. And I banned him from my events because I felt I had to, because my girlfriend and my girlfriend's best friend Maya are in my room at 2 a.m. telling me that they felt really uncomfortable at my own event. So I think a lot of people want me to take accountability. I think I said my piece on it. And I think if people don't fuck with me, that's totally chill.
And then he banned me from his Twitch chat, even though I didn't even type.
See, that's the part where I don't respect him for it. Maybe there's more to it, but then from literally what we can see from the event, there was multiple instances where streamers like Valkyrie literally said to Ludwig, like, that guy, he is drunk. Like, is he okay? Like, aren't you enabling him? And Ludwig was like, yeah, he's fine. When he's literally out there actively making your girlfriend and other women uncomfortable, and you are the host. Like, I understand, like, maybe it's, like, a lot to keep up. And, like, I think another streamer, I can't say her name, Sinna? She commented on it as well. But yeah, I think overall, someone was saying the solution is just don't have alcohol at your events anymore, because some people just can't control themselves. Oh, Valkyrie did talk about it. So, like, look, I'm not saying, like, Ludwig is the bad... No, not at all. I think just everyone could have probably done better in this situation. Retrospect is always 2020. In hindsight, it's always 2020, right? But, yeah, it's just, like, that part, I made me a little... that's it. That's it. I don't hate him or anything.
Once. Ludwig literally is a golden retriever, you know? He doesn't care what anybody thinks as long as it's not Hassan's orbit. If they're upset, he's very sad.
You should call Hassan and apologize. Why is Hassan mad? What did I do?
But then again, he is loyal. He's like Hachiko, the dog that waited for 15 years.
I can't control that aspect. I don't need to be liked by people.
That statement would go crazy if your existence didn't contradict it 100%. And why is it so difficult for these man-children to take any accountability? You know, just say, my bad. Next event I host, I'll promise to be more responsible around alcohol. It's not...
Yeah, I kind of agree in that aspect. Just take accountability and move on. That's it. I feel like people nowadays just don't take accountability for their actions and just try to justify it. Just say, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. That's it. Done and dusted. Move on. People will also, I think, respect you a lot more for that. I'm sure he does say that eventually. I think this guy will say it later on, like show that later on. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think what happened was like at first Ludwig didn't take accountability, right? And then he made a second response where he did take accountability. So I don't know what happened between that time, but I think that's what happened. So people were upset at first, and then yeah, he did the first time. Okay, maybe I just haven't seen that clip or haven't heard of him saying that, but I guess we just have to find it. Yeah, is he just throwing things out of order? Okay.
Not that hard.
Okay, for sure.
I don't understand necessarily why Twitch banned Mango and not me. I don't even know if I necessarily agree with it. I think it'd be fine if Twitch banned me. But I'm not Twitch. I'm not going to personally ban myself. I don't think it's my responsibility.
You're literally in the protected class of Twitch. They wouldn't ban you. And dude, what the hell? I'd ban me. I'm even following you. You know, that chess boxing stuff by Fadsley is tough.
I think my responsibility is to just like fucking keep trudging through life because the world keeps.
Okay, I want to see then from like a non-biased point of view. I want to know, did he take accountability first or did he not? Because I actually want to know from like a non-biased perspective, because that guy's obviously very biased. Valkyrie's video, is it this one? Oh, but this is not even from her channel. Is it just clipped and like reposted on secondary channels? I don't think it's on Valkyrie's
Video
channel.
was fun, but the Mango situation is serious. Yeah, no, Mango was a disaster. He was a mess, and I cannot believe the clips that I saw. I just, yeah, it's quite unfortunate. I do think that he needs to seek help for sure. What happened? He was just very, very drunk. I think he might be an alcoholic, and he was very touchy with a lot of people and also dry humping everybody. There's a clip. It was completely unacceptable. And Ludwig already addressed it and stuff, and he's actually not even going to be posting a video about it because yeah, you know, it's just like not appropriate and stuff. So yeah, it was uncomfortable for sure. But other than that,
Yeah. Oh, is it this? This is the stream.
You invite the goat, you get controversy. We are entering lap 2. Cinna was in the lead, unfortunately choked it. Mango ends first place. This is a no drinking lap.
Okay, I can't. This is 5 hours. So that's too long. But it is here for you guys to watch. Okay, I don't like Asmongold, but I want to see what this is because that's 1.4 million views.
People's morals. Like Ludwig goes and pulls up my chat to try to make me look bad. You're getting this brought up because you.
I don't like this guy. I fucking hate this. I don't hate a lot of people, but I do not like this guy. I'm just saying.
To play games on me, you trying to make me look bad. We're gonna talk about it.
Here's the context, Waggo.
I say as I'm actively watching his channel, but whatever. Okay.
Ludwig's big YouTube content creator. They had an event which was basically a Mario Kart drunk challenge. One of the streamers, Mango, got weird and started sexually harassing other streamers.
So this is what the guy did, right?
No. He's humping toes. No.
End the stream. End it. Now, if you did this to a female coworker, I think we all know what would happen. He got kicked out of Cloud9 for this.
And Ludwig, in particular, immediately distanced himself from his friend of many years.
I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event.
The situation went so viral that even Twitch stepped in and banned this streamer. And then...
Ludwig enabling Mango to drink dangerous levels of alcohol. What is this?
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic.
Even Ray immediately knows this is a little bit not great.
Gotta do PB! Guys, Mango just blew a point too far!
Throughout the event, contestants blew into him.
Yeah, but see, that's him enabling. He's straight up was asked, aren't you enabling him? And he's like, yeah, he's an alcoholic, but it's fine. That's the part where that's why people were so upset at Ludwig. I think kind of rightfully so.
Breathalyzer?
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32! That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
I better not even for a fucking second hear
Oh, I
anything
hate this
about my
guy's
chat.
face.
Oh, my chat said something bad.
Wait, hold up. Black female protagonists. Let's check Asmon's chat real quick. Halo DEI. DEI trailer. Oh, it's a DEI game. If you didn't notice, that woman.
I don't know what that means.
Woman, was black. So that is woke and not a game I'll play.
So you trying to make me look bad because of my chat, but you don't want to look bad because of your friend
I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moo's event.
that you told to drink alcohol at your party? You knew he was blood alcohol poisoning level drunk, and you were gassing him up. But the moment that I watch a trailer and I don't say a single thing, you're trying to farm hate on me. I wonder which one is worse.
I don't
People
like you
saying
either,
deep down
though,
in the
so.
comment section, or real life sexual harassment and alcohol poisoning. Oh my god.
Anyways, yeah. I think in the other clips you didn't get to see it, but yeah. Oh my god, yes, I have Asmongold's room and kitchen sink. Oh my god, I saw it's so nasty. I know. I think, like I said, I think Ludwig fucked up and Mango fucked up. That's it. I don't think one person is to be villainized. Is that a word? Probably not. Villainized? One guy isn't like completely at fault here. I think everyone played a part and everyone can learn from this situation and hopefully take better accountability in the future. Ludwig can also have done better. Yeah. Villainized. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I say words and I just can't. Yeah. Who's Asmongold? I don't even know Asmongold that well. The only thing I really know about him that stuck with me is when that No Mercy game came out. Literally an SA simulator. Violence against women to the extreme. When that came out a couple of months ago on Steam. Have no idea to this day how Steam ever allowed that game to be published in the first place. Asmongold literally reacted to it on his stream. It's all clipped on YouTube, basically trying to justify the game. That was the only piece of content I've ever really seen from him besides his disgusting ass kitchen. And that was enough for me to be like, wow, I do not like this person. I'm low-key living for the tea though, guys. Like,
so if you guys don't know, there's a
Pokimane got canceled again? Dude, poor Pokimane, poor girl. She literally just breathes and people have a problem with it.
bunch of clips yesterday of Mango going around humping people. And I know this because I saw them all this morning. And I also, I think, was getting humped a lot myself. Now, I'm going to say, I don't mind when Mango humps me because I know Mango. It was super weird if you watched any of the clips when he was humping people he doesn't know very well. And yeah, I feel like menace is like a cutesy term that we use with Mango. And it's like, nah, that's just harassment, bro. You can't be cutesy about it. And so, like, look, man, if you guys ever listen to me after an event, I'm pretty consistent. I always say my main goal at any event is that the people who are participating have a good time. Like, that is like number one, the most important factor which determines a good event. People who show up have a good time. That's what I care about. And I dropped the ball yesterday. I mean, to be real, I dropped the ball because not only did people not have a good time, some people had like an explicitly bad time. Like, they were uncomfortable, wanted to leave early, needed to leave early because they were just feeling uncomfortable, you know? And that's like ultimately my fault, right? That's on me. That's my event. That's my job to do that. So I feel really bad about that. And, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moo's event. Because, like, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time. And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, like, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak for the Melee community. I'm not like championing any other action. I'm just taking the action I can take, you know what I'm saying? And the action I can take is the events I control. So for my events, that's the game plan. I talked to Mango, and for what it's worth, he was very accountable. He was like, I get it. Whatever you got to do, I deserve it, really. So he gets it, which is good, because it's definitely not a fun conversation to have, especially hungover as shit, thrown up. But it's also important to do it, and important to do it quickly today, because, like, I don't want this to impact Master Baker. Like, I don't want to be at Master Baker and it be awkward or weird.
Okay, the only thing I find a bit about this, honestly, W, great. He took accountability. He said it was his fault. like great. I think the only thing that's like irking me a little bit is like when we saw the clips of them literally at the event, Mango's like blood alcohol level was to the point where it's like dangerous, and he was like, let's up those numbers, yeah, and straight to his face Valkyrie asked like, aren't you enabling him? And he still, nothing was done, you know, like that's what's irking me. And then the next day to be like, yeah, I'm not inviting him to events anymore, when you were literally, first of all, I'm not shitting on this guy, okay? Like, I don't have anything against him, but it just irks me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't feel right. Like, if I was, I don't know, like, if that was my friend, I understand, though, it is his event, so he's taking accountability in the way where he's saying, I'm not going to invite Mango to the events anymore. Like, I kind of understand that. I understand that. But it irks me. I don't know. It just irks me a little, you know? Like, it's like your friends. That's your friends, really? And you were there motivating him and pushing him to drink more, knowing that he was already so fucked up. Like, that's why I'm like a bit about it, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I think Ludwig is also trying his best to handle this situation in the best way that he can. He seems like a pretty good and decent guy. You know, I don't think he's coming from a malicious place either. And he's trying his best. But yeah, what do you guys think? And by the way, I know very little about Ludwig. All I know about him, to me, Ludwig is Cutie Cinderella's boyfriend. That's it. Cutie Cinderella, I really like her. And to me, he is just her boyfriend. So, I don't know much about him. Isn't that a League player? True, it is also a League player, but it's also streamers. What are we feeling, guys? I'm kind of okay to like stop watching this video. We're currently 4 minutes in, and this is 11 minutes long. I'm kind of ready to like just